Welcome back to Sunless Sea. Today we have a few different objectives. We are going to try and save our Brisk Campaigner. She needs a docile Blemigan from the Utter Shroom, and I think she needs a Mute Assault and a strange catch that I could get Iron. This is going to be a huge voyage. Utter Shroom, Irem, and Wither. We're going all across the map. And of course, we need to bring the Tomb colonists to Chelonate as well, the 7 that we have left. And this is the reason why I am not doing the coffee trade this round, because the Tomb colonists are taking up my whole space. These 7 dudes. I cannot hold 22 fuel, supplies, and 80 coffee at once. So I have to get rid of the Tomb colonies in order to do the coffee run. Okay, so let's prepare. Before we leave, let's check on some of our officers first, like our determined doctor. Check on the determined doctor since he tried to steal our secrets in the last episode. He has not caused any more trouble but remains a cause for concern. A man distracted. The guard reports that the doctor has barely spoken since returning to work. He certainly has not smiled. He goes through the motions solely in the hope of being left alone, away from the scorn and suspicion of the crew. His patients leave mended, more or less, but their sutures are poorly stitched, their medications miscounted, and their bones carelessly set. The crew grumbles, a word must be had. Oh, these are all locked. A long talk for London. Oh, I need to raise a supremacy for London for this one. And a long talk inner emptiness. I need 175 pages and 75 terror. Okay. Or long talk co-reality. 175 hearts. Okay. You are going to take a while. I think the fastest one might be Supremacy London, since these two involve stats. I need to raise just one more, I think. And I need vital intelligence or something for this. So not yet. What officer? Okay, I have the Carnelian Exile. You want to talk to her, you need a Searing Enigma. I've heard that it's not worth it, but for the recording and story purposes, we're just gonna do it. So speak to the Carnelian Exile. She has the discomfiting, even irritating habit of answering your questions just before you finish speaking. I can invite her to dine with you and ask her to dine with you. Oh, this one is and ask her to remove her glasses. But don't ask her to remove her glasses. Do we want to see what's underneath the glasses? It requires one Searing Enigma nonetheless. Okay, we'll try this one. Invite her to dine with you and ask her to remove her glasses. You need to tempt her with the very finest gossip of the Z. Eyes unconcealed. She removes her glasses, folds them neatly, and places them on the table, then meets your eye. Her own eyes are marvelously bright. The irises are amber. The whites seem to be flecked with gold. Yes, she says, I've been touched by the Dawn Machine. I believe you already knew that, or you wouldn't have asked me to remove my spectacles. I might be wrong. In either case, Nothing has changed. Now that you know, we will still be wary of each other. She taps her thumb against her index finger. I am always the same, do you see? I do not change. I proceed on the same path I always have. I am only one choice, and I will be content only when I have no choice at all. Now, let's eat and talk. You promise me something special, and I will give you what little I can in return. Okay, I've dined with the exile. Yep, gain 1 mirror, nice. And what's this? Protest the journey is the destination. Or accept what she says, or throw out your cabin. This seems very impolite. She didn't say anything that warrants her being thrown out of my cabin. So let's try protest. The journey is the destination. Each choice you make in future will depend on this one. The ship goes where the captain sails, and where the captain chooses to sail depends on where you've been. Narrowed eyes. Perhaps, she says. Perhaps our choices determine our heading. But at last, when the lamps go dark, there is only one direction. One day, we'll all go there together. She won't be drawn further. She picks up her knife and fork. Between mouthfuls, she tells you something of the staff men and their wars on the roof. The arts of flesh shaping that they practiced and debated. I enjoyed this, she adds at the end of the meal. We should do it again when you're ready to talk about salt. Like the god salt? I have one secret extraordinary implication. I've made a choice. Okay. Bread and salt. I need salt's attention to talk to her. But I have stone's attention. Oh, Okay. Not now, maybe. Okay, I think we're all prepared. So let's go. We'll go south this time. Okay, we're back in the Iron Republic. We shall first scum save, and then we'll get a port report. Gain 2 pages, nice! And this is why I do it. And then we will go to the Parliament of Flies and the House of Pleasures. We'll stock up on, like, yep, 40 fuel will do it. Because our voyage will be like this, we're going to go to Uttershroom, Phantom King's Hole, Visage, Isle of Cats. We're gonna go to Chalonate, And we'll go Savior's Rock. So we'll go visit the Nocturne for Savior's Rock. And then we'll go to here, because we need to go to Khan's Heart anyway. Khan's Shadow and Khan's Heart. And then we'll go to Port Cecile, Polythrime, Empire of Hands, Estival. So we are going a really, really long way. We can still restock fuel at Mount Palmerston, so that's not too bad. But we're going a long, long way. Anything else I could do here? Story. I think that's it. Yeah. So let's go to Uttershroom. Who you? Okay, just go away. Yes, turn around. Okay, that one, that one. Yeah, turn around. Oh. The hungry dead. Your cook is outraged. One of the tomb colonists has woken from his coffin rest and found his way to the stores. When the cook came across him, he had consumed a half wheel of cheese and an alarming quantity of sweat. Oh my god, I could fling the villain overboard, I could return him to the hole. How many supplies you ate? Okay, one tomb colonist is worth 100 echoes. If you didn't eat more than 5 supplies, return him to the hole. Okay, I've only lost 1 supply. Okay, that's good. Expostulating all the way. If you had provided me with more commodious quarters, if this ship did not pitch so abominably, a man grows bored, you know. Death is deathly dull, and so forth and so forth. It is a relief when the coffin lid closes, if only you could nail it shut. Indeed. Okay, we're going to make our way to Uttershroom directly while trying to avoid these unfinished revolutionaries. If I'm not wrong, I think that's the unfinished Clayman ship. Okay, we're here now. We're here at the Uttershroom. And I have plans. I have plans at the Uttershroom. Oh, more restless lights? Ignore them. I need to reduce terror. Yep. I have plans for the Uttershroom. Dock. First get a... gather intelligence. Oh. Oh, you do give me those blamigans. Oh no. Okay, fine. I'll drop a few. Just 1. Okay, I can trade honey for supplies and blemigan. Ah, you return again. You want more blemigan. We have more blemigan. Many, many blemigan. Always more blemigan. Okay, now I have the whole problem with the blemigans. Wait. Experiment with your strange catch. A mist of spores rises in distance. What was it the old sailors say? Give a catch to the Uttershroom and you'll get... What was that? Luck? Life? Let's find out. Try a strange catch for a live specimen. Yes. Yes. New growth. Within the hour, purple mycelium spreads throughout the flesh, colonizing your catch with a new vascular system. Another hour and the catch begins moving again. In the 3rd hour, it starts rhyming. Before it begins composing couplets, you whack it in a jar and store it in your hole. Oh, so this is one way to get live specimen. Interesting. Okay, my hole is full. Because when I give them 1 prisoner's honey, they will give me a supply and a blemigan. I should have thought this through. I should have bought less honey, but I have 4 blemigan. I guess this will suffice. But wait! I can give the life specimens to someone else. The Cladery Heir. Yeah. Mr. Iron, truly? Find her during an operation. Does the blood of London's cow masters really run through their veins? Twisted smile. You sit with her in a surgery lined with bottles of preserved and pickled body parts. Okay, I'm sorry, life specimen. You were a strange catch. You came back alive and now you're dead again. I can't offer you proof, she says. The only strange tongue I speak is my mother's, which is ancient but human. Blades can cut me. I am not immune to fire, though perhaps the masters are not either. But I have not met anyone who shares my particular skills, and I know my mother. I cannot see her in any ordinary liaison with an ordinary man, much less a husband. She was in her 3rd millennium when she bore me. Oh. Let's explore her surgery. On her shelf, she keeps things preserved in alcohol or packed in oil, things she cut from patients. Why do you have this tailbone? These are souvenirs, she says. Here's the patch of skin from the palm of a woman's hand. I took it from her in order to cure her of the urge to adultery. Now she wears gloves, but she's kept her marriage. There's more difficult work I could be doing. She's playing her blade between her fingers. Did you know my mother operated on the bazaar itself? She cut away its claden lobe so that it would be at peace and not have to wander on and on. But the operation changed her. She got some of the ichor on her skin. Okay, I am now gathering details on the history of the Cladery Heir. Learning more about my beloved. Oh, what's this? What happened to the claden lobe? If the Cladery Heir's mother cut off a piece of London's Echo Bazaar, where did it go? To acquire a Cladery souvenir, you must find something for the heir to operate on. Certain unusual items might do, or you can find opportunities to gain one at some ports. Oh, this is the one where she got from Nuncio, isn't it? She cut from that postman's chest. Ah, okay, that's do. An awkward inheritance. Mother experimented on the lobe various ways, with Mr. Iron bringing her new implements. It wanted to be on the move, however, and in the end, she put it on a ship, or built a ship around it, the Cladery Heart, but it got away from her. Oh, this is a ship. Okay. Where is the Cladery Heart now? And would she care to claim her inheritance? Too casual. Last my mother heard, it was in Adam's Way or somewhere further into the Elder Continent. It might still be Z-worthy. In its days, it was a most unusual ship. Do I want it back? I try not to want anything too much, but if you cared to travel in that direction, I could hardly stop you. When you wait long enough, she says a little more. I avoid obsessions myself, but I know one of these days I have to operate on myself, remove some desire that has gotten too unwieldy. And seeking knowledge of the Cladery Heart in Adam's Way. Okay. Okay, that's all I could do here. Wait. I could give her Soothe and Cooper long box. Oh. Okay, next time I find one, I'll give it to her. What else? I could give her Prisoner too. Oh. Interesting. So all these will get me a Cladery, what's that? The Cladery item. A white molly flower. I could get this in... I need a Scintillate in Phantom King's Hold. Oh no, I don't have it. I don't have it. I could give her one of the Flemigans. Let me scum save this. Since I've docked. Scum. Give her the Blemigan. Yep. Do the Blemigan one again. Okay, let's read this. The wrong implements. She goes in with knives and glass plates and lenses. She comes out with a heap of minced fungus. It's no good, she says. The motive power is too diffuse within the entity, unless you want some of this for a stew. Don't I get supplies then? Try again. Okay, one more. Oh, there goes all the Blemigan. Okay, let's load. Surely one of them would do eventually. Let's try this again. Yes, spores! This will require special equipment. The smallest knives, magnification lenses, strong light, a sieve. Do you have some finely woven silk by any chance? No matter, it was a whim. She works all night. In the morning, the Blemigan is gone, and she has a vial of shifting cosmogon powder. I would have advised against eating any of this, unless you fancy a very altered state of mind. Oh, you mean I could get high? And I've now gained one Cladery souvenir. Okay, can I give it to you? I've heard that gathering the Cladery souvenir would help in her quest. Should I tell her about meeting her father? She should know the truth. Okay, unlock when... Okay. Let's come safe first. Let's try. Tell her about meeting her father. She should know the truth. A skeptical expression. Did he offer proof? Did he look familiar? Did he know secrets about her mother that no one else could have known? Did you even see his face under all those bandages? Did you even hear his real voice? He could have been anyone. He could have been looking for the Cladery Heir's inheritance and using you to find out more. Then she avoids you for a day or two, which is not easy at sea. Okay. I might have angered her. Yeah. I need more Cladery souvenir to convince her. Okay, I get it. Okay. Let's see how's my whole space like. Okay, we can give them one freaking of prisoners honey. Or maybe two. Let's try. Trade honey for supplies and Blemigan. Ah, you return again! You want more Blemigan? We have more Blemigan. Many Blemigan. Always more Blemigan. Yes. Yep. Always more Blemigan. Here are the piled slabs of mouth fungus flesh. Atop them, like an attentive dog on a pint. A watchful Blemigan. They want new places, the Shroomer explains. Too many Blemigan here. Plant them in 6 more new places. Mother will be pleased. Get one more. Okay, let me see. Yep. I have 5 docile Blemigan. And this should do for now. Okay, let's continue on our journey. And now we have the Blemigans. We can actually spread them around. Should be fun. Okay, there are a few places that I should not spread the Blemigan though, which is, one is the light ship. Because if I put one on one light ship, all of the other light ships will never let me stop there again. So that is ill-advised. Not sure about Fathom King's Hole though, which is where we are headed towards right now. Okay, but we shall see. It's a pity we don't have Scintillate to trade for the white molly flower. I should keep that in mind. I should bring some more Scintillate down here. We're going to Port Cecile later on. We could get some Scintillate over there later. But that is a later date. Okay, I'm back. Fathom King's Hold. Not entirely sure what I could do here, but we'll see. Okay. I could compile a port report. Or what about this? Put a Blemigan ashore. It's dark and damp here, with many crevasses where it can hide. The Blemigan should flourish so long as it avoids the Fathom King's notice. An unexpected welcome. A gift from the Myceligian mother, the potter says dispassionately. The Fathom King will be pleased here for your trouble. I got a drowning pearl. Do you actually like the docile Blemigans? Okay. I could still descend to an audience with the Fathom King. Sure, why not? Lost One Z story. Could listen to a Kaganian emissary. Here's a visitor from the Timon clan in a grey robe patterned with leaping fish. She describes events at the Khan's court, skirmishes with the Chelonate, ZB's attacks. Valuable information. At last the king nods and awards the emissary a pouch of drowning pearls. The hour of audience is past. Torn armored guards escort you back to the surface. But the emissary's words and the king's questions have taught you a great deal. 20 fragment, 1 strategic information. Nice. Yes. And let me show you what I could do with strategic information. When you have 2 of them, right click, use. I can... Wait. Assemble a vital intelligence. Time to put the pieces together. All of these options will give you a single piece of vital intelligence, which you can trade to the admiral, the diplomat, and perhaps elsewhere. So I can use either one of these to unlock a vital intelligence. I have a lot of memory of distant shores. I should use this one. Make sense of a memory of distant shores. That telling detail. Of course. That's why, that's where, and now you know who. Okay. Yep. And the vital intelligence I will save for the creation of my Fulgent Impeller. I will not give it to the Voracious Diplomat or the Admiral. And I think that concludes our visit here. Royal prerogatives. You agree to the courtesies. Fetch me someone who has very recently been up to the surface. Leopold rather fancies surface memories, you know. Ah, maybe you don't, but it's true nonetheless. Your patron dismisses you with the advice that the Cumean Canal is the likeliest place to source such a particular gift. Oh, I need to abduct someone? I guess that's a hint I'm getting. Okay, how much is it now? Accept their largesse. But we've achieved so much together, haven't we? Very well for you, and only you. The flight from Naida. Isery removes a jar from a teak cabinet and a spoon of tarnished silver from a drawer. They set them on the desk before you. You scrape out the dregs of crimson honey, barely a spoonful. You lick it clean, and the memories take you. You remember panic, disaster, disassociated fragments of a wild flight. Heat, intolerable heat. You stumbled, and the jammed flagstones burned your hands. You regained your feet. Behind you came the host of hyenas, fresh from the city of caution, laughing as they slew. Through the broken persimmon gate, still littered with corpses, the basalt walls at your back, now black against the blazing shoulder of the mountain, and how it blazed! Bright as the sun's skin, only your goggles of smoked glass kept your eyes from boiling. You remember the desperate journey back down the Scarlet River, on living polytrimmy ships that grieved for those left behind. A man leans on the rail, a black shirt, a church dog collar. Your employer, Lighten. He turns to look at you, and he's bereft. Off the port side, a ship expires from grief and sinks into the red waters. The memories falter. You return to the Isle of Cats. Isery is there, reading. Ah, you're back. Interesting, no? Someone tried to steal the presbytery's immortality. I'd say they be bold, but they failed, which makes them stupid. Still, they got close. Lighten. It is a name you've heard before. It belongs to a certain fierce philanthropist who resides in Port Carnelian. Ooh, now I have to go to Port Carnelian for my ambition. Hey, isn't the fierce philanthropist the one that gave me my submarine? It's him, isn't it? Oh, interesting. Can I put a Blabigan ashore here? What will they make of it? What will it make of them? Gone in an instant, the Blabigan disappears into the crowd, darting between legs in a violet flash. Pirates shriek, harlots curse. An hour later, you see it perched atop an alehouse roof, tentacles a-wave, slurringly extemporizing an impudent villanelle. A small crowd of locals is cheering. Okay. What else can I do here? Not much. Yeah, shops. Expensive. Okay, I'm gonna go. Get a port report in this age. So at least we've found a way to proceed with our ambition quest. Let's test this out. I bought a new deck weapon. It's not as strong by itself compared to when I had it and the foil weapon together. But this is not too bad. Oh no, I missed. I missed. Yep. Is it the pirate poet again? Investigate the wreckage, yes. Yep. Yes. Familiar dance. Thank you, thank you. One crate of human souls, okay. I see. Oh, I'm a little bit stronger than before. But let's talk at Visage. Okay, we can create a port report first. We can also put a Blemigan ashore. The Blemigan wraps its tendrils around your fingers, buries its fleshy dome in your palm. What does it want? An apt shelter, the Blemigan is oddly shy. It sidles onto the quay with obvious reluctance. It puts on a burst of speed to hide under a damaged, discarded mask, resting in a refuse heap with fish heads and broken tackle. The bulging eye shell gives it confidence, if not grace. It departs at speed, bouncing into a buoy waiting for repairs, recoiling off an unused engine. Okay. Let's go ashore. Let's... just give me a moon mask directly. Okay, fine. I put on the locust mask. Trying to find some new storylets on Visage. To steal the most valuable looking scroll for later sale. Sure. 85% chance. Yes. More and more. Gilt-edged scrolls, papyrus bound with emerald green silk bands. Poems of the traversal to the realm of the dead. Into your sack they go, leaving the scroll niches bare. Moon Moth does not see what you do. The carapace of your costume hides everything. Yes. I could, yes, trade mask with Moon Moth immediately. And then we can go to the Temple of Apis. And... I could do a few things here. Ask whether the bull will be alright. Try to bandage the bull. I have a feeling there's a reason why it's bleeding. The priests gather around the bull, capturing its blood in cups. Maybe I should do the same. Collect some blood. Collect some of the blood for yourself. Perhaps it is a holy relic. Perhaps it could be sold as one to unsuspecting buyers elsewhere. The priests don't prevent you, but they aren't precisely pleased either. In fact, they are highly suspicious of why Moon Moth would want such a thing until you explain that you need to educate some especially ignorant and impious visitors. Then they let you go ahead. Okay. I could visit the side of the face. The stone cheek of the flourishing of years is visited as a pilgrimage by the inhabitants of Visage, and if you are in good favor, you too may go. At the proper time, you must, of course, wait until your work with these days' crop of frogs and locusts is complete. It will not be suitable to bring them along. Okay. I could study ancient marks. Offer instruction to the frog that found its way up here. Okay, let's study ancient marks. 49%. Maybe you should offer instruction to the frog that found its way up here. That's the sort of thing your moth would have done to you. Yeah. Creditable on both sides. You tell the frog a partially true story about how this face was carved. The frog replies with an amplified belch and a story heard about the sphinxes known as the salt lions. It's really a very good frog. Okay, what else can I do? Let's go back to the side of the face. I could deface the stone with new markings. Imprint yourself on his tray. This will kick you off the island, in all likelihood. Let's not do something like that. Let's try to study the ancient marks. Tiny pictures march across the stone. I succeeded with a almost 50% chance. Love and labor cost. The pictures tell a story. This is the face of a woman, flourishing of years, who once was loved by one of the nobles inhabiting this island. But then she... What's this pictogram? Ascended, bloomed, flew away, and consumed with grief he assembled those who carved great things from stone and remade the whole surface of the island. There are several more lines after that which narrate the cost of the labor contract for the workers, and what was done with all the stone that was carted away, and the compensation given to those who had formerly owned houses on what is now Fae's territory. I see. Okay, time to end my performance. Okay, a little bit of storylet every time. Not bad. So let's go. hear tomb colonists? Tomb colonists in the Chelonate. A big, dead, big, hollow, big, stinking, big reptile. For the first time in 20 years, I do not miss my once acute sense of smell. Still, I expect good hunting. I could send the tomb colonists to visit Storm's temple, or let them go hunting with Chelonites. Let's go send the tomb colonists to visit Storm's temple. The Chelonites worship the god called Storm with frightful, bloody rites. Those are the only rites Storm pays attention to. It should keep them distracted. Possibly a fracas. Come now, Captain, I don't understand what the fuss was about. It most certainly wasn't a brawl. It was barely even a scuffle. Look, let me show you what I did to him. Yes, you see, well, no. He won't be getting up anytime soon, but it's not fatal, is it? My, those priests are cross. I do think priests get crosser than sensible people. The tour should return to Vanderbilt now. Yes, yes. Storm's curse. What did you do? What did you do? Storm's curse lies on you? What do you mean? What do you assholes do? By gain 1 iron, 1 secret. How do I get rid of the curse? My god. Let's get port reports. Let's try putting a pemmican here. Perhaps it will nestle in some crevice in the ancient shell. You chivvy it onto the key. Oh, ouch. A casually flung fishing spear pierces the pemmican. It deflates into a soggy mess. A Chelonite grins savagely at you. Some response is clearly required. Good shot, madam. Ah, good shot. Oh. So I just lost the pemmican. I see. I see.